Okay, so here's how my day started with our chapel guest. He shows up in my office, and I have a couple of guitars in my office. I have an acoustic, and then I'm currently borrowing an electric. So he says, tell you what, you keep doing what you're doing, but can I play that? Referring to the electric. Absolutely. So I finished up an email, and he starts playing. He starts playing some John Mayer, and I like John Mayer. So then I pick up my acoustic, and I start playing some John Mayer. And then he starts soloing to what I'm playing on John Mayer. And then I got really excited and temporarily started singing. But as a public service, I stopped because it kind of ruined the moment. But anyway, you are the first guest, Jono, that I've ever jammed with before chapel. And frankly, it was a highlight for me of the day. So I'd like you to meet a guy named Jono Lippman. He works at Northshore Community Church. He's a great speaker. I think you're going to like him. And he's a killer guitar player. So please welcome, if you would, Jono Lippman. Yeah. All right, so.
That was actually really relieving for me, because today's to me, feels like a really long day, and I was like, oh, I've got a lot going on. Bye, girls. Bye. Good luck at whatever event you have. Softball. Go wreck them. Just make someone's nose bleed. Do it. Cheer them on, guys. Let's go. Woo! That's awesome. You guys are great. Thank you for interacting already. That makes me feel a lot better. So yeah, I was having a long day, and I sat down and saw his guitar, and I was like, oh, this is going to be great. And so I played, and Mike actually has a lovely voice. So I was actually shocked. I was like, this guy's good. You don't think like big guys are going to be pretty singers, and then they are. So it just is beautiful. Hey, would you guys pray with me, and then we'll get into this. Hi, God. Today's just a rough, long day, but at the same time, you're good. And I want to just sit in that for a moment and realize that you are a loving God who wants the best for me, who wants the best for these students here. And I ask that you would redeem every moment of it for the glory of your name, and that we could just sit in the sweetness of your holy presence and just know you for a little bit and experience your love just for a little bit and be reminded of your gospel just for a little bit. In your name, amen. So I was here, okay, so my name's Jono, and I was here a couple weeks ago, and I spoke to the junior hires, and I tried this with them, and it went over well. You guys aren't junior hires, but usually, like when I would go places and they'd have a guest speaker, the guy would just get up and just start talking. And I'm like, wait, who are you? Where are you from? What do you, like, what, why am I listening to you? So I'm going to give it, like, how much time do I have? Like 20 minutes? 2:40. Oh, great. Perfect. So I'm going to give you guys, like, 5 minutes. And you can ask me whatever question you want, and I will answer it. So raise your hand if you're curious and you want to know anything about me, just so you have more context of where this is coming from. Just so I'm not the guest speaker, so I can be your friendly speaker. Right there. Favorite thing to do? A lot. First thing that came to my mind was surfing. I'm from California, and I really, really love, I'm not good at it, but I really love being in the water. You had your hand raised. Oh, California, yeah. Bay Area, Southern, all over. Back there. Yes, I did wrestling. Where are the wrestlers at? Yes. All these guys. If it was in winter, if it was like wrestling season time, they'd be like, man, I hate my life. I haven't eaten. Right? How much weight did you cut this year? You gained. Oh, yes. Oh, bless you. No, I saw someone did the iron sharpens iron thing, and I kind of looked like that. I was like, oh, that's probably done by a wrestler. And then I looked a little closer, and the guy's getting $2. I'm like, definitely done by a wrestler. Wrestlers, quick suggestion in here. If you're going to be competing next year, go to Eternal Warrior Wrestling Camp. It's a Christian camp in Montana. I don't work for them, so I'm not advertising this for any gain. I just went to it. It's going to be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life, but you're going to come back and wreck people. So it'll be worth it. So Eternal Warrior Wrestling Camp. It's a Christian camp. You carry logs and bale hay and beat people up. It's fun, so do it. Any other questions? Favorite food? Anything in a tortilla? Back there. Oh, hi. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Most embarrassing moment, I'm going to just keep this story short. I came back from Mexico, and I was over at my best friend's house, which happened to be the pastor's family, and I got a little bit of a bug in Mexico. And if you imagine a like toothpaste, and you cut both ends off and squeeze the middle, that's what happened all over their bathroom. So that was the worst. The worst. They moved that year. They couldn't be in that house anymore. Any other questions? Yes. Favorite Disney movie? Oh, wow. Aladdin or Lion King? One of the two. Or Frozen. There, I'm gonna be relevant. I just loved Frozen. Everyone hates Frozen. We're all over it. Aladdin. I'm a huge fan of Aladdin. I could sing through most of those songs. Probably still, but I'm not going to. Back there. Visual, film, music. Big fan of John Mark McMillan right now, but I love Thrice. Have you guys ever heard of Thrice? Anyone here is like mildly into metal? I'm Dustin Kensrue. Yeah, okay. You guys know Dustin Kensrue. Dustin Kensrue is from Thrice. Coheed and Cambria's, I'm a big fan of them. Yeah. All right, what else? Any other more? First concert. Oh, okay, the teachers and Mike in this room are probably going to love this way more than you guys. First concert that I can remember was in the Oakland Coliseum at a Billy Graham crusade with DC Talk and Michael W. Smith. Right? And this was rapping DC. This was Jesus Freak DC Talk. That was also my first CD. All right, what else? Any other things? Yes. That is a very good question. I am married right here. Her name's Erin. We met in Sweden. She's from Washington. That's part of why I moved up here. It's a part of a longer story. And yes, well, I don't have a child yet, but October 17th I will. So, and we'll find out in like a month if it's a boy or a girl. So pray it's a boy. We think it's a girl, but we just kind of both want the older brother to be in our family. Anyone else? Are we good? All right, cool. I'm just going to walk so I don't do like an awkward jump. Oh, boy. Okay, so it's the end of the school year. You guys are probably sick of exams, sick of papers, and sick of listening to people, right? Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh. And so you're probably like looking at me right now like, again, I have to listen to someone else talk for a little bit. Great. How can I zone out of this? Well, don't. Hopefully it'll be mildly like engaging and we'll be in this together. But I also want you guys to know I get it. Like, I get how tired you are because I'm in school right now. But I also get it because I've been through high school. And a lot of people, like, I know this is a really high-pressure area, that it's a lot of really wealthy people, a really wealthy community, and everyone's expecting, like, you go to the Dubs, that's my street name for UW, or Harvard. Like, you do those or you failed. Like, that's kind of the attitude I'm getting from a lot of these people. Is like, you do the best, and you get a full ride, and you get like a double major, like that's what you're shooting for, and if you don't, you just like, yeah, you just really failed. And I get maybe the feeling that you guys have right now, and that pressure of high school and all the work and extracurriculars and all the like, how do I like have friends and how do I like do my chores that I don't want to do, but also she's really hot. And I want to hang out with her more than I want to do any of that, but I have to do that because this seems to have more of a future than that right now because she won't talk to me. I get it. But just to like put you guys at ease that I understand, like where I grew up is the same deal. Like where I grew up, my high school, I think at this moment is number 30 in the nation, and it's a public school. Like, I get the pressure. I get the intensity, and I get that you're just kind of like trying to make it to June, 15th or 16th? 18th, you guys have it. Everyone's ready. We're ready to be done. We're ready to breathe just for a moment. And you guys are getting so many messages. in your life. You guys are hearing so many claims to truth that some of them are very true, and some of them are really not. And they set up this unrealistic expectation in your life that if you don't meet this expectation, if you don't live up to this, if you don't get all this stuff, then it's why go on living? Because you just blew it. Like why bother? For example, the expectation you guys might have and the message that you guys might be getting, not just from peers, but from, like, you turn on your phone and there's an advertisement. You get on the internet, there's an advertisement. You turn on the TV, there's an advertisement. You drive down the road, there's an advertisement. You guys get somewhere between like 300 and 500 advertisements a day telling you that you should not be happy until you have this. So it sets these unreal expectations in your mind and my mind that, like, man, I better get a really good car and go to a really good college and get a really awesome job and have a really, really hot spouse who's also smart. Hot and smart. That's important because we need intelligence and looks. And then I also better have enough kids that go to the same colleges that I do and have awesome jobs, and I better have an awesome car and an awesome TV and a great house and a boat and another car just because I want it. And I'm going to drink the right drinks. I'm going to go to Starbucks every day because I can. And I'm just going to be awesome. Like, that's my expectation for life, because that's what the advertisements are telling me. And here's where I've experienced maybe a letdown of one of those advertisements. Who here has seen any Old Spice commercial the last few years? They're the best. They are so awesome. Or any razor blade commercial. Yeah, you've seen some sort of advertising. You see the guy with, like, he's well built, but he's not like, and he's good looking, but not like, he's manly good looking. Like, he's got the pecs and he's got the chiseled jaw, and you're like, yeah, if I get this product, it's gonna be awesome. And I've been married for near like a year and a half, almost 2 years now, and not once, even on our honeymoon, not once was I shaving and was she hanging on me, just overwhelmed by how sexy I was. Not once. That's year 5 that comes, okay. So, okay, year 5, she's going to hang on me because of my shaving sexiness. Awesome. So that expectation has been let down. But if I came into marriage going, okay, I'm a good-looking guy. She's a good-looking girl. When I get out of the shower in the morning and start cleaning off my face with a razor, which hasn't happened in a while, but when I start cleaning off my face with a razor in the morning, she's just going to want to hang on me and just find me the most attractive man in the world. That hasn't happened. That expectation has been let down. And you guys are so overwhelmed, even to the point you don't even realize it, with how many messages you're getting and how many things people are telling you. And what I want to talk to you today about is reorienting the way you think about it, reorienting the messages you listen to, and reorienting the voices you listen to. So the passage that I want to talk about comes from Philippians. And I want to just ask you guys this before I read it is, don't believe me. Don't just assume because I'm saying it's true that it's true. Search the scripture. Let God have the final say, not me. And yeah, challenge what I'm saying. If you don't like what I'm saying, or if you don't like what any other speaker's saying, challenge it. God's not afraid of your doubts. And get into scripture and figure it out. It's not that hard. Well, actually, it is really hard. So, yeah. But let's think about this stuff. So, Philippians 4:4-9. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice, and the God of peace will be with you. So, who here's ever gone to camp? Gone to a camp, summer camp? Anytime. Not camping. Camp. Sweet. So I grew up going to camp, and I worked at the same camp that I grew up at for a few years in college. And I got to be the adventure director, the high adventure guy. Like, I would take people, up in mountains. I would take people hiking. I would take people camping and backpacking. But I also took people up in ropes courses and climbing. And one of the things I learned in that is that I love making people uncomfortable. I love making people miserable. I love approaching things in life that make people shake and have to deal with something, whether it's their fear or their preconceived notions. I love doing that. And so the one that I had a lot of experience doing that was on the leap of faith. And that's the one where you climb up, let's say 60 feet, and you stand on this little ledge, and there's a trapeze up here, and you have a harness and a rope and all that, but you have to jump and get it. And my favorite type of people going up that were not the people that just not just the all-star, I got it, I'm gonna do it, and they just run up and jump and catch it with a finger, and they're like, yeah, I'm the man. I would say O'Doyle rules, but again, only the teachers are gonna get that. Life's a lot better when you can make yourself laugh, by the way. That's my message. I loved having the kids that would freak out, that would break down and cry. And there's two that are going to stay with me for a long time. One was this boy named Philip, and he's probably in 4th grade. And he gets up there, and he's just terrified to go up. And he gets up there and climbs the top and looks and just turns to the tree and just goes, ah! I'm like, Phil, how you doing, man? He's like, I'm really scared. I'm like, okay, dude, you're good. I had two options. Two options are get him to jump or climb up there and jump with him, which is scary for me, so I don't want to do that. So I was talking with Phil, and Phil was not the athlete, you might say. He played a lot of League of Legends, too much. I guess, yeah, bro. So he gets up there, and actually it was Call of Duty, now that I think about it. And I was like, Phil, how you doing, man? He's like, I'm really freaking out. And he's crying. I'm like, okay, man, Phil, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, listen to my voice. Listen to me. Can you hear me, Phil? Yeah. You're going to be okay. Okay, you're going to jump. I don't know about that. Okay, Phil, I need you to just close your eyes and listen to me for a second. Okay, what do you like to do? I like to play video games. What video game? Call of Duty. I've never played Call of Duty, by the way. And I go, Phil, close your eyes. Keep them closed. You're in the video game right now. You ready? You're going to win. There are people coming from you, and you better jump from the edge of that, or they're going to get you. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And he jumps and grabs it and just starts crying. And he's just, and at that point I'm like, I don't know if he's going to let go, but he's just, tears are coming down. He gets to the ground. I give him this hug. I was so proud of him. This other kid, his name, I'm just going to call him Brian because I don't remember his name, but he was up there, more of an athletic kid, so I played this one a lot easier. And he gets up there, thinks he's tough, looks down, sees the distance from him to the ground and starts crying, which is never, when you're a 5th, 6th grade boy, you never, no guy ever wants to cry in front of anyone. But at that age, not helpful. And so he's up there, he's freaking out. I was like, Brian, do you play sport? Yeah. What do you play? Football. What position? Lineman. Awesome. Get down to the 3-point stance. Are you ready, Brian? Yeah. Blue 42, blue 41, Dustin! Hike! And he runs off the edge. Doesn't catch it, but he goes. And with both those guys, they had to, in that moment, overcome what for them was fear. And they could have stayed up there, and I've had people do this, stay up there for a very long time and just cry and just let it all out. And cry and freak out and cry and talk about how they just can't do it, they can't go. But the moment these two young men changed their mindset and started dwelling on not their fear, but on something they liked, it was something simple like a video game or a sport, they were able to jump off the edge. And I want, like, that's what I was thinking about when I was reading this, is rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I'll say it, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about everything, but in everything, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And this is written by Paul, who's in prison, who is going to die. He's going to have his head cut off. It's not like he's sitting there like, well, June 18th, I'm out. It's over with. I did it. I made it through prison and martyrdom. He's going to die. And he's still able to sit there and go, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I'll say it, rejoice. There are people who are going to tell you that message, and you're like, yeah, but what do you know? You don't know what I've been through. Again, Paul, going to die, going to have his head cut off. He's in prison, been beaten relentlessly for Jesus. Like, he knows. He understands suffering, and he's in it with you. And so I had this image and illustration in my mind that I wanted to give you guys of just like what voices that hopefully will stick with you. What voices are you listening to? So I need 2 volunteers, and one I hope is a guy or a girl that just thinks they're a stud. Like, I don't know if you do gymnastics or football or wrestling. You do CrossFit. Who is it? Who is it? Yes! Okay, right here. No, oh. Oh, we got 2 of them. Okay. Get up here. All right. Cool. What's your name?
Manny.
Manny? Yeah. And what? Lee? Okay. What sport do you play?
Basketball.
Basketball? All right. And basketball and track. Okay. Cool. No wrestlers? No one's going to come? All right. So you guys stay here. And I need people, I need someone who's just like, you know what? I'm totally fine not doing a push-up ever. Yeah, all right. Okay, you two, right here, both of you, you two, come on up. Maybe. All right, you guys can sit down right here. All right. Okay, what's your name? Nathan? What do you like to do, Nathan? Eat? Killer. Hannah. And what do you like to do? Sleep. This is the most high school answers I've ever heard. I like to eat, sleep, I don't care. Okay, here's my assignment for you guys. Are you guys germaphobes? No? Okay. All right. When I say go, you guys can just share this Coke. Here, you can pop it open, but just... All right, you guys, get in push-up position. Shut up, do what I tell you. Get in push-up position. Get in push-up. Are you serious? Are you serious? I don't care. Get in push-up position. You said you were tough. All right? Hey, Hannah. Wait, remind me your name one more time. Nathan. How you guys doing? You guys good? You guys good? All right. Awesome. How you guys doing there? I don't care. All right? Sweet. All right. Start doing push-ups. Don't stop. Don't stop. What are you doing? Don't stop. Yeah, you guys can start drinking. Hey, I didn't say you could talk. Shh. You guys just keep going. Don't stop, okay? Those are horrible push-ups. Get your butt in the air. How's it going? Good. Shh. Whoa. We're talking over here. Hey, so how you guys doing? Are good? How's life? Good. It's good? Okay, what would you say is something that makes you feel most cared about in life, if you're willing to share?
Hello? Hello?
Hello? If someone says hello to you, makes you feel cared, so someone acknowledging you. Yeah, you don't want to be ignored. Hey, did I say stop? What about you?
When people give me food.
People give you food. Are you enjoying that Coke? You guys are so great. Thank you so much for being up here. You guys are, what? I swear, Manny, I will rain down fire upon you if you stop. Do you understand? Lee, why are you laughing? Is this funny? So help me, someone's gonna get hurt if you do not flip over. Sit-ups. You guys are so great. Hey, can I just I don't know you guys that well, but shh, I'm talking. I don't know you guys that well, but I appreciate your guys' boldness for getting up here and just volunteering. You didn't know what you're getting into. You guys are so great. You guys, seriously, I appreciate you guys, and you guys enjoy the Coke. It's really great to have you here. All right, you guys can stop. You guys can stop. All right, you guys can figure out who gets the Coke, and then wait, Manny. Okay, I'm gonna tell your coaches you get a day off. You don't? Oh, I'm sorry. Give my hand. All right. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you for letting me put you through that. So what I want you guys to see in that is when I was talking with Lee and Manny, that was not nice. That was not nice me coming out. And I was nothing they would do would I encourage them. By the way, are you going to Biola? I went there. Solid school. And Nathan, it was Nathan and Hannah, right? Yeah. And did they do anything? They drank the Coke. They just enjoyed what I gave them. And what was I saying to them? Nice stuff. Yeah, great. I really value you guys, and you guys are great. And thank you so much for coming up here. And wow, oh my gosh, you guys are just incredible. It would have been weird if I was I love you guys so much. But that's the kind of what I was trying to get across. And these guys, could they have done anything to please me? No, absolutely not. Even if Manny got up here and just went handstand push-ups midair and just killed it, I would not have been happy with him. I would have called him a self-centered show-off. No. But what I want you guys to see in that is some of you are graduating. Some of you are really in the early phases of graduating. Moving on. So stoked. Some of you are moving on to the next phase in life. Some of you are going to be in this phase for a little bit longer. And even the people over here, you're going to be moving on. And the voice you're going to hear, I guarantee it. The voice you're going to hear often is, you're not good enough. You should have more, and you're failing. And the honest truth is when you look at the world and you look at the standard that you're expected to live up to, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fall short a lot, actually. And even to tie into that, you're gonna fall short of whatever legalistic goal you have set for yourself. You're gonna fail. And you can either sit there and listen to the voice of the older loud guy with the microphone screaming at you, telling you you're awful, and that you better get it together or someone's going to yell at you, or you take time and sit and listen with the voice of God, because God in many ways is like just someone handing you a soda and saying, how's it going? How are you? What's going on? And someone that honestly wants to listen to you. And I don't want to paint life nice for you guys. I don't want to paint things like it's going to be easy. Life's going to be really hard. And you're going to face up to challenges that are going to make you want to cry. And when people are telling you that you just need more, and you're not good enough, 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 and you're going to fail, and you're going to fail, and you're going to fail, and then even the voice in your own head that's like, yeah, I'm failing. I should probably go on Instagram and see how other people are doing. And everyone there's like, life's perfect, and then you're just even harder and harder and harder on yourself. Or can you step back, step away from the voices, Step away from the influence. Step away from the electronics. Step away from what people are saying and be like, what is God telling me? And God's telling you, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. If you've ever learned to receive or heard from me, put it into practice, and God of peace will be with you. I want us all, and this is like, I'm preaching this to myself right now, because I do not listen to that voice often. I listen to this voice, and that voice is really loud a lot of the times, even from myself. But I want to invite you guys to let go, to stop listening and start taking in the voice of God and dwell on that. Even if that takes you writing it out and just saying, I'm going to think about this. I'm going to think about what's good. I'm going to think about what's pure. I'm going to think about what's noble. Because, I know you guys are at Bellevue Christian High School. You've heard it. Like, you've heard it. You've heard the gospel. You've heard the story. You've heard about Jesus. You've heard about it over and over and over and over again, to the point where you're like, yeah, I know that, but whatever. The point where you say but whatever is the point where you forgot. And you need to go back, because the gospel is the weirdest thing. The gospel is the strangest thing, and if we need to be reminded of it every day to remember that God loves us, then we need to be reminded of it every day. Because this is the voice you're going to hear over here. The yelling and the screaming and the shouting. And it's going to be really loud. And you have to step away from all that. You guys are studs. Thank you for letting me do that, by the way. And just sit. C.S. Lewis compares it to, we're like children playing in the mud, satisfied with what we're getting in the mud, when we're being offered a holiday at the sea. Like, we're trying so hard to get through life, to succeed, to be awesome, to be incredible, to be everything that we think we should be and get everything that we think we deserve, because we're told our entire lives that we deserve that. And really, God's like, I have so much better things for you over here. And he'll drag us over there kicking and screaming sometimes. But sometimes we just need to sit, have a Coke, and talk with Jesus, and let go. And stop trying to perform, stop trying to do push-ups, even though we think we can do a lot. And let God work. I'm going to pray. God, I thank you for these students. I thank you for loving us even in our anxieties and our weaknesses. And I ask that you would draw us to you, even if it takes a fight, even if it takes you breaking us down. I thank you for these students and their willingness to listen, but I pray that even more so they'd have a willingness to listen to you. In your name, amen.